All right, guys, today I'm going to walk you through a quick and easy tutorial of how to make a GIF in Photoshop. So all you have to do is open up Photoshop, go to File, Scripts, and then load files into Stack. You can either do files or a folder. I have mine in a folder, so I will go ahead and click Folder, hit Browse. So here's the folder that I want. Make sure all the images are in there. Hit open. And then the most important part on this screen is to click Attempt to automatically align source images. What that's going to do is if you had any movement while you were taking the images, it's going to align them so that the GIF is seamless. After you're done with that, click OK. And it'll load everything in on top of each other in the layers panel and then automatically attempt to align the layers. So we'll just give that a second to work its magic. And as soon as that's done, if it moved anything while it was aligning, we will be able to see the checkerboard pattern behind the images, which means there's no image there. So we'll go ahead and crop the image as soon as it's done aligning. With a lot of GIFs, the best thing is to have some motion so that you're showing something happening. This one, Ati is throwing glitter. So up here you see the checkerboard. That means that there's no image there. So in a little bit we're going to crop this. So what we do to create a GIF is we go up to Window, Timeline. That'll pop open this little new window down here. Click Create Frame Animation. And then over here on these little lines, you can click Make Frames from Layers. So that'll bring every single layer over here, all the files that we created in the stack. That'll bring that into the GIF. If you hit Command or Control 0, it'll automatically fill the frame with your image, so it won't cut anything off, so you can see everything that you're doing. One of my favorite things to do is set the time on each clip to all of them. So if you click on one of them, hold down Shift, and then click on the last one, it will select all of them. And then we can just click this drop-down menu right here and go to 0.2 seconds. And then we can preview the GIF. So if we hit the play button right here, so if you notice, it looks kind of funny. So what's happening there is click, hold Shift and click the end one, and then go over here and go to reverse frames. It actually loads everything in backwards. So you have to reverse the frame so that it looks like she's now throwing the glitter. Yay! So now what we're gonna do is we can see the edges on that crop. So what we'll do is we'll hit stop on this animation, get the crop tool. We'll bring this in a little bit on the sides. Hit enter. Go ahead and preview it again. Make sure every side is good, that you're not seeing any checkerboard pattern. If you are happy with the timing, you can go ahead and export. If you want it to be a little bit longer, you can always play around with the different times over here. If I moved it to half of a second, it's just a little bit too slow for me. So I'm going to go back and make it 0.2 seconds again. And we like that. So there are a couple of different options when it comes to exporting. If you want to export it so that you can automatically upload it onto your Instagram feed, you cannot use a GIF format. You have to use an MP4 because then it just thinks it's a video. So what you'll do, File, Export, Render Video. You can name it whatever you like. I'm going to name this GIF1. You can select wherever you want it to be saved to. And then everything down here is the format is going to make it an MP4. And then if you want to select a certain size to make it, you can. I like cropping it in Photoshop before I actually get to this screen so that I can make sure that it's exactly how I want it to look. But you can make it however you want it. And then go ahead and hit render. And that'll make an MP4 file. And then I will show you how to make a GIF file for every other occasion. On this MP4, since it's not a GIF file, it's only going to run through it's going to run through the sequence once, but when you load it into Instagram, it'll automatically loop it for you, so that's nice. When you make it a GIF, it automatically loops it for you in general, but if you just send the MP4 file to somebody, it'll just be that one run through with the frames. So then we go File, Save As, oh, sorry, wrong one. File, Export, Save for Web, Legacy. And it'll eventually think about opening a screen. Up here, we're going to do preset, right here, GIF. And then if we go here, we can zoom out. And then go ahead and hit save. And then figure out where you want it to save to. Make sure you name it what you'd like. And hit save. So this way you can have both MP4 as well as GIF formats. So if you run into any problems on Instagram with the aspect ratio, you can crop it. But other than that, you should be able to have GIFs and MP4s.